Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Daily D. Please go down and subscribe to this and also hit the notification so you get the notifications of the new events that I post or new videos that I post. So today's topic is sowing and reaping, right? Sowing is where you really, if I want to break this down, where you put your energy, where you put your time, where you put your money, where you put your resources will eventually come out as a result, and that's the reaping, what you harvest, right? If you think of a farmer plants in the spring to harvest, right? So they can harvest midsummer so that they can be prepared for the fall. This is exactly what life is really all about. It's a constant, never-ending cycle of sowing and reaping, planting seeds and harvesting those seeds, planting seeds and harvesting the plants or the crops, if you will. And I think about this every day because of the things that we do. Now, I want you to think about the seeds that we sow as let's say, concepts or ideas, right? The idea of having a healthy and fruitful relationship, the idea of having savings accounts or money in reserves, the idea of spending, the idea of eating, right? These are all the way we sow, right? For an example, if you sow good food, meaning you eat good food, you'll reap good health. If you sow bad food, you'll reap bad health. If you sow a good savings, you'll have good savings reserves. And I think this is a principle we must live our whole lives through. We have to sow what we want to reap. And it's really the hardest thing because, when you plant a seed, it's not like it just goes in the ground. You dig a hole, you throw a seed in, and it grows, right? What do you have to do in order for that seed to grow? Well, first you have to maintain the seed by making sure it has the right amount of soil when you put it in the ground. Then you have to water and maintain that seed. You have to keep the bugs and the weeds away from it so it'll overtake it. You have to protect it during the winter if it gets cold, or during the summer if it gets extremely hot. You have to tend and mend your garden because at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to do such. And the moment that you don't pay attention, if you take a week off, you take a year off, you take a month off, what happens? The weeds take it, the animals take it, the rodents take it, the bugs take it. So anything you want in life, you can equate to the same thing. If you don't pay attention to your income, your money, it disappears. If you don't pay attention to your health, it disappears. If you don't pay attention to your relationship, it disappears. And over the course of our lives, we have the opportunity to sow really good seeds, or we have the opportunity to let those seeds be planted and never mended or tended, and therefore they will be gone. So I ask you this today, what are you sowing in the world, right? Think about the sowing that you have the opportunity to do. Are you sowing good health and wealth? Are you sowing good energy? Are you sowing fruitful things? Are you sowing really good food? Are you sowing negativity? See, you can also equate this to thoughts and ideas. You see, many people live in fear, live in poor health. And why is that? Because they don't see that it's so easy to change from paying attention to your garden to not paying attention, and vice versa. See, the things that we know that are easy to do are very easy not to do as well. I encounter so many different challenges and struggles on a daily basis, from my own personal struggles within my family, from the own personal struggles with finance or personal struggles with health, to those of others, because when you're in a leadership role, you get the opportunity to hear about everybody else's challenges, the loss of a loved one, the loss of good health, the loss or sickness of others, right? The loss of somebody's finances, accidents. These are things I hear about on a daily basis. And I have to find ways to cope and deal and mend and help and support these challenges, not only for myself, but for others. And as I do that, what I've learned over the years is that there are a few people who mend and tend their garden. There are very few people. The people that don't mend and tend their garden are those who get in accidents, have poor health, have no finance savings, who don't do very well in life. And those who do, the very few, have abundance. In some cases, people would say they're very lucky. Some people would say those people are so fortunate. When in all reality, it's not fortunate that made them or created them or gave them the benefits of the things that they have today. It's actually just them tending their garden on a daily basis. It's hitting the gym, it's eating the right food, it's putting money away, it's watching your spending, it's taking care of others, it's going to church, it's having faith, it's believing in others, it's working on your relationship, it's sharing in experiences, it's communication, and few people do that. You see, people believe that sometimes it's all going to work out. Well, I'm here to tell you, nothing all works out. It just doesn't happen on its own. Life is going to be tough. It's not casual. You can't just go through life casual, because then you become a casualty. You have to be intentional, and you have to be tough, and you have to, make sure your tree gets roots, and you've got to be that solid ground that continues to flourish no matter what happens, no matter what hurricane, earthquake, typhoon, sickness, illness, accident, whatever hits you, nothing can shake you. If you've got to step back and you got to step down and you got to take a re-evaluation of yourself right now, great. Well, let's do it. But then you got to come back pumped and energized and focused. How do you do that? Well, first off, I'm going to tell you something. Never allow somebody else's opinion of you be your reality. What do I mean by that? Just because somebody says something about you doesn't mean it's true. When somebody says, well, they're just never going to be a saver, they're just a smoker, they're sick, they have poor health. Just because somebody says that doesn't mean it's true. You can make those decisions yourself. You can step up and you can have whatever it is that you want in life, but you have to make that decision to plant the seed, to monitor it, to tend it, to mend it, to water it, to feed it, to grow it, because it's your life to live. There's no one else that can do it for you. So I hope that you reap and you sow, or you sow and you reap the good things in life, because you deserve it. I wish you nothing but health, wealth, and most importantly, freedom. Thanks, guys.